Very hard for the Corrosive Haze to find value. Observer Ward gonna be found by GH. Bit of a scuffle here for the bounty runes, and Omar might just end up dropping here. They've got the chain stuns. Mira will get the first blood. Noob tries to put a stop to it, but he might be losing his own life here on the Centaur. At least taking a lot of damage. The Centaur trying to run straight, trying to run away, but he'll just have to deny himself here to Roshan. And they will get the kill. Nightfall and Mira wait until Roshan's done beating the Centaur in and just succeed in pushing the wave into the tower. But Nightfall realizes that and pulls the wave out of the tower. Good awareness coming out by him on the Wind Ranger. Hoodwink up top ends up falling. GH gets the kill. Sumail was his rotation on the Slather. Going to finish up the power treads. Going to drop down net worth now. And, well, same as the last hits. Storm and Wind Ranger on top. Slather and Void following in lead, as they will lose Noob down bottom. But Cowdy probably going to die for this. Sumail's going to get the kill. Getting him a little bit closer to the Blink Dagger. Oh, but while this is going on, they also get a kill up top. Chronosphere ready by RinCQ as they find the kill onto WS. That's really good for NIGMA. Staying in the fight, but mid lane, Loranov has just gone to work here on the tier 1 with that amp damage rune. We'll find the tower, Omar. Carapace at the ready. Sumail spots out Mia. That's a nice impale coming through. Good crush as well. Connects on to Loranov as Loranov, he might want to try and fight into this, but he doesn't have the requisite resources to do so. Illusion rune at the ready, but I don't think going to be fighting into Sumail. That's a very good Carapace from Omar. Loranov zips away. Up top though, Chronosphere out onto WS. As RinCQ will get the kill. Focus fire upon him along with the shackle out from Nightfall. Can the Void actually live? No, they get a 1-for-1 exchange with the Chronosphere down. As Nightfall finds the kill. Make sure to stand in melee range too, so Void's innate. It didn't really slow down the projectiles by all that much. Got a word for that in college. We call it critical thinking. As Omar, oh my god, Omar might just find Loranov. Holy shit. I'm so glad I caught that. Carapace reflected the remnant damage as Nightfall does have the shackle, so they'll get Omar in turn. Trying to find something as Sumail stops the ground angrily. Somehow Omar is still alive. He gets away with it. Noob keeps his buddy alive. You know what? Good on you, Noob. Good job. Right on top of NIGMA. NIGMA drop a scan towards the bottom twin gate. Oh, I don't think RinCQ is aware of this. Oh, he could be in so much trouble. There's the shackle coming out from the Wind Ranger. Spear to follow up. A very easy kill on the Void, as I'm not sure what happened there. NIGMA, the scan didn't connect down bottom, so why on earth did they move back? Is missing, so they could be looking to make a play. He's going to spot out the Mars here. Ping's coming through. WS spots Omar. Nice God's Rebuke. Sumail actually goes in for the Hoodwink. The Hoodwink might just fall. The attack speed slow though from the fire space prevents Sumail from finding the kill, and they will turn around and take down Omar. Sick play coming in from AURORA. So aware of the map and what's going on. Oh. Faceless Void caught in the Yule, but that's a nice impale coming in from Omar. Allowing maybe RinCQ to run away, but the spear from WS, it connects anyway. Nightfall gets the kill. Loranov showing up to the party as well, and only done for Nightfall, so lots of damage pumping out from the Wind Ranger. And they might just settle for Nubia. Vortexes, their shackle connects. Sure, the return damage, it's doing something, but it's not enough to bring down Nightfall. Sumail goes in, hoping maybe there's backup, but there's none. He's taken down 2, as they get a 2-for-1 deal in the mid lane. Since to run at them with impunity, right? This mid lane, they'll find the Nyx Assassin. It's an alright kill. Nothing too major. Loranov gets the courier too, though. He's queued up the Aeon Disc now. Might have been the shard mid lane. Loranov zipping in. Wants to try and find Sommelier. Bushwhack is there. Mira charging up the sharpshooter. Lets it loose. And Nightfall, he just commits the focus fire. He's like, you know what? We should get this kill as well. GH in some trouble as Loranov zips in. But there's Rincey Q. Holding on to the Chronosphere for the time being. Just a couple of bashes are enough to remind Loranov how much he can really do. But Kauri finds Omar again. They're committing to this. Rincey Q still in the pit. Sharpshooter out onto Omar. Omar, okay, dodges it out. Alive still on the next assassin. NIGMA Galaxy perhaps just trying to force a reaction, and they skew the worst target possible. It's Noob on the Centaur. He's still alive for now. They commit the egg. This might be the fight NIGMA Galaxy are looking for. Loranov going forward and finding Omar though. That's going to make life a little bit hard. Rincey Q, he does not have the BKB. He gets found by the Yule. And the spear coming in from WS. Is now GH just walking for the... And Aurora take a very successful fight. Roshan. GH. Found by Loranov. Pops the Arcane Rune. Even the neutral creeps getting involved in Dream League. As GH will fall. Another galvanized charge here for the Storm. It's the only memory that GH... Loranov zipping into the mid lane and damage rune to help him find the skill onto Noob. Noob popping everything he has, the Crimson and the Pipe, but none of it's enough. He will still fall. It's Kauri actually out of all the people who finds the kills. Not the Amp Damage Storm, not Nightfall who popped the Focus Fire, it's the Phoenix. Oh, Omar shows himself and Loranov's like, yes please, why not? And that's just a free kill going the way of the Storm. Loranov, that's going to be his Parasma nearly done. Rincey Q now, spotted out by the Storm. And the Storm's not giving up on the chase. He knows he's got the Aegis, so he's going to continue fighting as Rincey Q trying to survive. Loranov as well, keeping him baited until WS comes in. Oh, the spear, it's picture perfect. Again, Loranov even keeping the Aegis intact as they find GH on the backline. Pause coming in from Noob as he cites packet loss to be the issue. GH can try and take away the Aegis here off of Loranov, and I think he did succeed. Loranov will die. But that's the Aegis. They found such a big kill off of it. The Yule is there. They're looking towards Sumer, who doesn't have the BKB. That's a nice Chronosphere coming in from Rincey Q. But I'm not too sure what happened there. He was stuck for a moment. Nice impale follow-up coming in from the Nyx as well. They can take the Nightfall. It's well worth it. Yes, they get the kill. The egg now surrounded by 3 NIGMA heroes. It will be taken down as well as fighting the Faceless Void. He comes online and it's fucking glorious as WS Aeon Disc Prog trying to run away, but the Ice Path catches him. It's up to Loranov to try and clean up this fight. Only Mira to help him out. WS still surviving on the front lines. As Loranov goes in. Uh-oh, silence out onto this void. I'm not too sure what that silence is. I don't see an Orchid. It's just the Mask of Madness, I guess, from the void himself. As Mira walks into the trees and just TPs out. There was a buyback from Omar that did nothing. Aurora, yes there is. Mira's holding on to one, so they can smoke and punish the side of NIGMA Galaxy. You don't have the Chronosphere. Well, they're one step ahead of the curve. They've already found Omar. And it's a dieback for the Nyx, so that's 6. Oh, I hear a BKB in the Radiant jungle. Oh, excuse me, the Dire jungle. Smell just trying to BKB TP out as Omar will be found on the Nyx. Nightfall finds the kill. Already ahead of the curve. Roshan down to half HP. Nightfall. 10 seconds remaining on the focus fire. Loranov looking to zip in. Spots out the void. Rasma hit flying through. WS. There's the spear back onto Noob. Noob not going to be shackled here. Nightfall a little off the mark. They're going for Summel instead, who's dropping very, very low. They need to protect the Slardar. No, the Slardar is dead. No buyback for Summel for 60 seconds. And now Aurora can decide if they want to go back into the pit or not. First, they're going to probably find Noob here on the Centaur, who has been caught by the Vortex out from Loranov. Noob is not going anywhere. Nightfall finds the kill with the focus fire. Oh, and WS chasing forward for more. GH. Oh, and look at WS's awareness. He knew that Omar would be in the vicinity, trying to make some type of play for the Aegis, but he gets found. And an Arena catching out GH on the Jakiro. RinCQ as well, caught in it. Well, he time walked away, excuse me. But, yeah, RinCQ. Oh, wait a second. The spear, it lands from WS, but where's the follow-up? Mira still low bushwhack. WS is not giving up on this, though. Yule Scepter is there. Mira charging up the sharpshooter. They need a shackle, they need a stun. Loranov, he's zipping in. Low on mana on the storm as RinCQ is forced to pop the BKB. WS not done yet. Well, he's done now. Links backwards. Well, Mira, he's going to be found super easily. Smell gets the credit for the kill. Looking to finish. Smell spots out Loranov. Loranov, though, he's got a Hex. He's trying to turn things around. RinCQ just drops the Chronosphere. He's going to accept this kill on the Storm. As Omar picks up the gem. It's no Chronosphere. 120 seconds. Nightfall's going to walk up the high ground. He sees Sumail leaving. He's going to try and chase after him. Omar, though, okay. He's going to find Wind Ranger. Take down Nightfall's first life. And instant BKB TP out from RinCQ as WS comes in. Cancels Omar's TP. So they'll find the Nyx. But they won't get much else. That's a good outcome overall. All things considered, NIGMA Galaxy, they found the Storm, who's dead for 60. Chronosphere is going to be back up in 90, and there's no more Aegis on Nightfall. So again, he has to respect the damage out from the Void. These are all hard kills to find. And to make matters worse, they've just spotted out Omar on the Nyx. Oh man, Omar. The resident party pooper. Well, at least they will get the Torment out of this. And RinCQ actually went for the Nullifier. I'm just confused. Hex is out though on the Void. He needs help, Sumail. Thinking of turning it around. Regen Rune still running for Loranov. He pops the BKB, goes in, but there's a Chronosphere coming in from the Faceless Void. As WS looks for some type of initiation. RinCQ, time walk away. WS cannot find an open. Actually a pretty good item against it. But he's still so delicate, so fragile on the Faceless Void. And his smoke is broken. Spear of the mark though. An uncharacteristic miss coming in from WS that might just cause Aurora the team fight. Vipers out onto the Faceless Void. He time walks away, but he's still burning in the Macropire here. WS. Oh, WS surviving for now, but Noob goes in and finds the kill. Sumail in some trouble. The Ice Path completely off the mark. Not like it matters. Nightfall had the BKB and egg number 2 is here. Kauri zoning away the side of the NIGMA Galaxy as Omar gets caught by the shackle and bought down. Oh, Noob actually tried going in there. Bit of an awkward move. Noob has to be careful here. He can be pulled by the Vortex very easily and bought down. There's the Hex coming in from Loranov, and Noob is most certainly dead. Does have buyback though, but the gem hits the deck. Crimson Guard is popped. Loranov collects the gem and zips out. And Noob. Amp damage rune for Loranov. The Storm is going to do a ton of damage. RinCQ standing underneath an Observer Ward though. He's going to get caught. No buyback on the Void. He's dead. Noob trying to save his buddy. But he don't even have Axe. Why did he blink in? That's a dieback on the Centaur now as well as GH. Also venturing outside the base. This is what happens when you don't dot your I's and cross your T's. There was also an Observer Ward placed by Aurora earlier. RinCQ did not think about that. But Nightfall, he is gonna try and force out the buyback. Sumail goes in. Nice 2-man crush. The BKB is forced though. As Nightfall, okay, pops the Chronosphere, but there's Wind Waker number 1, keeping the Wind Ranger alive. Instead, Faceless Void turns his attention towards Loranov, takes down the Storm, dead for 98 seconds. WS in the meantime goes in and retrieves the gem. Nightfall takes out Sumail. As Nightfall did go for the Wind Run, cannot be dispelled, so he does not have another Focus Fire at the ready just yet. RinCQ drops the Nullifier onto the Mars. The Mars fine though. And the Glyph is going to be committed here. No Centaur, no GH, no Jakiro. As WS going to go in again. There's a spear onto the Nyx. The Nyx not getting any help. Sumail, oh, he raised his hands for the crush, but the Wind Waker was so quick. holds him up in the air. There's focus fire number 2. Sumel's dead. No buyback, and this is going to be game 1, going the way of Aurora here in the best of 5. The double Gs are dropped. Rinsey Q taps out. NIGMA Galaxy surrender.
Cave Johnson, who is ready to dip?
Go for the 2 bounty runes. Actually going to be 3 bounty runes, it seems, or is it? Well, WS stunned up here. He does pick up the bounty rune, but he might end up dropping. Sumel trying to chase for this kill, but yeah, it will be GH who draws it. First blood for him, actually behind. Farm it very easily thanks to the corrosive skin. Up top, Omar, he ends up falling here, but they do get Nightfall into a noob. Might lose his life for this. Wait a second, does have the stick and the salve. Can actually maybe turn this around. Kaori is very low here on the Jakiro, and he's chasing for GH. He's got a nice spot at the ready that he wants to throw out. Will connect, and GH should fall with the impale coming out from Mira. The Nyx gets the kill, although noob might be able to find something here, and yeah, Nyx speared up, and Mira to fall as well potentially, but no, Nightfall shows up, and that's enough of a deterrent. Seems like Noob will have to back off. Careful. Oh, and look at this, he's just dead. Another Toxin, Viper Strike, goodbye, Brewmaster. Sumel gets the kill. Getting involved early on, but just thinking about contesting the Wisdom Shrine here. Oh, the Plasma Field, it clips Omar as Omar is in some trouble here, Noob. Also here on the Mars. Does have a spear, but he doesn't manage to spear out Nightfall on the Razor. He's trying to stick around in the Wisdom Shrine, but Lornoff has shown up as well, and it's going to be 2 Wisdom Shrines going the way of Aurora. For all their exploits on the bottom lane, NIGMA Galaxy, they could not protect their Wisdom Shrine up top, as now Sumel shows up, but Sumel is also going to be surrounded by 4 heroes. Drops the Viper Strike out onto Lorinov. They're really desperately trying to find this kill. Sumel does not have the Nether Toxin though. He used it earlier. He's going to fall. Everyone from the side of Aurora going to survive as they get 2 Wisdom Shrines, and NIGMA Galaxy have no answer. WS literally gets his level 6 off of that. Can now maybe even pop the Primal Split. Yeah, looks like the Sven's going to die here. Rinsey Q in some trouble. Another whole boulder out from the Earth Panda. GH, no Shadow Word for him. He cannot protect his carry. As WS finds the kill. Up top, Noob in some trouble here. Gets found again by Nightfall with the static link. And Noob, again, just struggling in the offlane, man. He's going to be caught by the Impale again. Macropire dropped Ice Path upon him. He's dead. Lorinov gets the kill. This game is not looking really good for NIGMA. Now, good to see a golem being used. Low mid lane. And they're going to find Mira here. Easy peasy. Finally, Sumel gets killed. Mira, that's a bit uncharacteristic of him, though, to be caught out like that. And now NIGMA Galaxy are actually going to smoke up. Sumel, some trouble. Lorinov chasing. He wants to find this Viper. GH is here, though. He's going to drop the Golem. Omar, Bushwhack, along with the Acorn shot. It's going to help them find the Sniper. Sumel actually lives. And now the mid-tier 1 in some trouble. And Rinsey Q. Caught out by the Impale here from Mira. He's probably going to die here on the Sven. Does fall. WS popping the Primal Split. Holds Sumel up in the air. Omar in some trouble. Assassinate flying out. Well, he's alive for now. Ash Legion Shield provides some physical barrier, although Nightfall comes in, and that's probably going to be the death of the Hoodwink. It's Lorinov with the Haste Rune, running in circles around Sumel. Sumel desperate to try and find the Viper. He just turns around and drops the Viper Strike onto the Razor. As WS gets himself a double kill, 3 dead overall for the side of NIGMA Galaxy, and Aurora lost to a Scoury on the Jakiro. As Mira He is going to be spotted. I don't know why he chose to stuck around like this. I mean, he knew that the Sven knew that he was there. Kauri could be in some trouble. Bushwhack out from Omar. They're going to commit the golem. It's also going to hit Nightfall on the Razor as Sumail will just TP out. No chance to bring down the Viper. Find Kauri and they take their exit. As Omar on the run now, Mira on the hunt, but he guesses incorrectly. And Omar can. And thanks to the Observer Ward, if they decide to fight Rincy Q, they will know Rincy Q. In some trouble though, as Mira finds both Omar and the Sven. Rincy Q can't get away. He's just gonna fall. As the Assassinate comes out onto GH, okay, they're also gonna find a bonus kill it seems. The Warlock showed up with the best of intentions. And there's a reason the road to hell is paved with them. As Nightfall finds double kill. Aurora just completely steamrolling NIGMA now. There's WS, okay. Speared back on the Brewmaster, tried to pop the Primal Split, but can't get it done. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna do enough against all of these heroes on the side of Aurora. Full Mjolnir down for the sniper as well. They're gonna start though. They're gonna start by finding Noob first. Primal Split is out. Golem gets dropped in response. Nightfall hit by the Viper Strike and the Golem. He's slow to a crawl. They'll find the Mars. Everyone else in full retreat though on the side of NIGMA. As Sumail still surviving. The Hoodwink hold up in the air. Do Aurora want to go for this? No, they can just go back and get themselves the Tormentor. And that's what they came for anyway. But look at the smoke coming in from NIGMA Galaxy. They've got God Strength coming up on Rincy Q, so they want to try and fight this. Sumail. If Nightfall does not save the static link for him. The rest of NIGMA Galaxy are all around the Rosh Pit. WS he sees the Viper. They're going to pop the Primal Split. No, they're not going to be able to do so because the Rock was there and the Spear Fall-Off is there as well. The Primal Split does come through in the end, but Sumail's going to live through it thanks to the prudence of GH on the Warlock. Nightfall now with the BKB though, running down the Sven, the static lane, doing a bit too much damage. Nightfall finds the kill. Sumail in some trouble. Sumail will still fall, turns out, despite that big golem coming in from GH. It's not enough. NIGMA, they will lose 4. They do find Nightfall in turn at the end, but that's why Lorenov's here on the sniper. He's going to be able to clean up this fight. Well, he doesn't find Noob, but it doesn't matter. Really good stuff coming out by NIGMA Galaxy. While Lorenov farming towards the Silver Edge, it seems, wants to have that for the Mars. They will find the Jakiro though, so Kauri gets taken down. NIGMA, they do get something in the end. The Daedalus. GH in some trouble here. Mira pinging him out. Vendetta hit, Impale, and they get the kill. Nightfall's the one to pick it up. Lorenov just focusing on the things that really matter. It's been in an uphill battle all game long and found very little to celebrate. Lorenov, it's been such a pain in the ass. Oh, Mars TP's down bottom. Nightfall spots them out. Rincy Q, he deletes the sniper. That's the way you want to start things off. And now Kauri in some trouble as well. The Daedalus just chops down the Jakiro. BKB, TP out from Nightfall. He's fine. WS in the meantime just pop the Primal Split and find one. As they try to find the Storm Panda, they do succeed, so WS will respawn on the Earth Panda now. Trying to run away, but he ends the Primal Split early, blinks out. The Hunter's Boomerang though from Omar does clip him, slowing him down. Noob. Got another blink up in a bit. Bushwhack at the ready here for Omar, and he does drop it and it connects, and that should be the death of WS. Trying to survive. Cinderbrew gonna buy some time. Evasion as well, working in his favor, but not for long. Sumail gets the kill in the end. Alright, signs of life here from NIGMA. Oh, wait a second. Rincy Q, he's managed to find Mira here on the Nyx Assassin. Sumail, though, in some trouble, caught between the Razor and Sniper. He's gonna fall, but look at Rincy Q going back in with the Daedalus, looking to take down Nightfall. Nightfall in some trouble. 4 stars there. Rincy Q will chop down the Razors. Finally, NIGMA Galaxy waking up now. 32 minutes into the game from their deep, deep slumber. They decided that they did indeed come here to play. Oh. Mars caught out by the Nyx Assassin. Gonna try and BKB TP up, but that is very ambitious. Noob will fall. NIGMA, do they want to fight this? Rincy Q is in the vicinity. He's got a Swift Link. Sumail, the Crimson Guard upon him. They've lost the Hoodwink as well. Oh no! A preemptive Storm Panda Tornado onto the Sven. He could not pop the BKB in time, and now he's gonna be kited. 2 ranged heroes having a go at him. It's 5 dead. The comeback ends before it began here for NIGMA Galaxy. Man, what a sick play coming in from WS. Oh, NIGMA Galaxy smoked up. Lorinov, he's the one to break the smoke. He also has the Aegis, so it's no use fighting the Sniper first. Sven hold up in the air as they take out the Hoodwink. Buyback coming in from Omar. Sumail, the Crimson Guard, is tanky, but is he tanky enough? The Sniper peeping at him from far away. Not at all affected by the Aghanim Scepter AoE slow of Corrosive Skin. And the Storm Panda is just keeping Rincy Q constantly occupied. Finally, he pops the BKB and the God Strength, trying to turn around onto Nightfall, but he is just not surviving, man. There's way too much damage coming out from the Sniper. Lorinov, he might lose his life here, but that's okay. He's got an Aegis. As the Sniper will fall the once. It's only the 2 supports surviving now. Omar having to buy back to join this fight as GH. He will fall. Mira, oh, that's just BM, man. Come on. Pressure op done for him as well. Buybacks there from GH. Okay, Noob was looking for a spear back into the fountain. He does find it. He's been broken, though, in some trouble as they do take down Mira and Kaori inside the fountain. And cliffs out from NIGMA. Smells up in 5 seconds. They could still try and hold on here. No arena though for Noob on the Mars. And the throne is dropping. I think this is game. Mana has also been committed. There's just too much stuff to deal with. NIGMA Galaxy, they're gonna have to try their luck in game 3 to tie out the series and maybe even take the finals. But for now, it's Aurora Gaming up 2-0. His Centaur be that bad of a hero anymore. Just not. I guess you just can't play him the same all the way. As up top, they will lose GH here, it seems. They've got more than enough stuns to bring down the Jakiro. Gonna leave the kill for Lorinov. Oh, GH in some trouble. Who storms out from WS, and GH will fall. Rincy Q though might be able to find a return kill. Lots of damage out from the Boundless Strike once it's up. He's turning his attention towards Mira, and he slaps down WS as well on the Centaur. Looking for more. Primal Spring forward. As Mira, he will fall too. Rincy Q finds himself a double kill. Bushrak ends up catching out Omar on the Shaman. Although the rune spawns up top, GH is going to be the one to pick it up. Sumail still level 5 on the Ember. Lorinov hits a 6. There's the Searing Chains coming through, and Lorinov, I think he's dead. It's level 3 Flame Guard. No way to dispel it on the side of Aurora. GH will find the kill. WS up top. In some trouble. Slows are there from GH. Rincy Q dodges out the Hoof Stomp. Drops the Boundless Strike. Doesn't get the kill, but GH secures it. Does end up losing his life for it. Lorinov. No boots on the Razor, unfortunately, to chase for Rincy Q, and that means Sumail's able to come in. There's the Wukong's command as Lorinov in some trouble here. Rincy Q needs one more hit, gets the Jingu Mastery. The Wisdom Shrine gonna be contested, in fact, stolen here by NIGMA. Down bottom, Kaori able to steal the enemy Wisdom Shrine, thankfully, so it works out, but they lose the Razor. It's absolutely massive here for the side of NIGMA Galaxy. Wisdom. Rincy Q. This time around, he might have overstepped his bounds, and indeed, he's gonna fall. WS, 2 points in the hoof stomp and the double edge. Able to take out the mid-tier 1 here. Smell. Gonna make a move here for WS. WS. Gonna be chained up and bought down eventually. Omar's there as well with the shackle, so Smell able to find the kill. On bottom. NCQ is waiting for some backup here. Omar, he's got the Hex, and with the help of the Diffusal, they should be able to find this kill. WS, okay, does get off the Storm, but he doesn't have mana for the Stampede. Should eventually fall. So NCQ finds him with the Inhibit. In the meantime, down bottom, Noob. Done with the Helm, pressuring the Tier 1. This Tier 1 should fall. Doing what he can, denies the Regen Rune, but has to be careful here. Could get run down by the Lycan. Shapeshift gets popped. And yeah, they want to try and take a fight. Oh, NCQ, nice 2-man Boundless Strike coming out for him, but the Stampede, it does protect the 2 supports. The Razor, though, not so much. He's dead. GH able to find the kill. And Noob now running down Nightfall. It's got a while remaining on the Shapeshift duration. Nightfall just TPs out. He's like, I want none of that smoke. Essentially have the green light to run at the side of Aurora. NCQ's gonna have Wukong's command up soon. As Mira, okay, he spots out GH, Loranov. Pops the Eye of the Storm. He's going to find the kill here onto the Jakiro. GH doing what he can, but he will fall in the end. While Nightfall... They can still try with the Helm of the Overlord creep. Loranov has to be careful. Has got the Crimson Guardian, the Guardian creeps. NCQ pops the Wukong's command here for the time being. Still standing inside it. WS tries to go in, tries to start the party, but NCQ just with the change of the guard, moving around, having a good old dash of fun. Although, with Nightfall coming in like that, they will take out the Aegis here. Nice chains coming out from Sumail, Remnant forward as well, but the BKB is there. Now the static link, NCQ has to run. Where's the help? Where's the help? It's nowhere to be found. NIGMA Galaxy, they will abandon their position 1 to try and tuck tail and run, but Omar will also lose his life. As Aurora hold on to their buildings, WS ends up finding GH. Well, WS gets to buy all the fun items. Lotusa, Blink Dagger, BKB next, and GH. Straight to the fountain. Found by Nightfall. Off it is vested in the Sven. Oh, Wukong's command though gets popped here. As my PC literally dies. NCQ standing his ground, pops the BKB. They find Mira on the Hoodwink, looking to take out the supports first. Upheaval being channeled here by Kaori, doing his level best, but he will still fall as NCQ in some trouble. He will be taken out eventually. Loranov finds the kill, and Sumail, no more remnants for him. Loranov wants to chase. There's the Sleight of Fist chains though, but Night falls here on the Sven. BKB popped, Static Link is there. Sumail in some trouble. Just remnants away. Nightfall still chasing though. Will not give up on this kill. They will find Sumail. Takes a bit of elbow grease, but they get it in the end. And Omar should just be able to blink and TP out. Trying to siege in a painfully slow manner. Just 111 damage Razor whacking away at the tier 3. Although Nightfall, okay, he goes in, then doesn't pop the BKB. Ice Path. Keeping the Sven control, but not for long. He eventually finds the Shakiro, critting for 1700 here, although Nightfall actually popping the BKB. Playing it a bit slow. Move with the Shapeshift trying to defend his tower, but oh, I hear a stampede on the backline. Seems like they've caught out Sumail. Sumail is dead! Oh my god, what? Okay, well, that's probably going to be a set of frags being taken down here. NIGMA Galaxy, those are the kind of mistakes that cost you a series. And in this case, possibly the grand finals of Dream League Division 2. WS going in again, down bottom. The Shadow Shaman gets caught. Omar bought down. And look at that. The rest of Aurora, they're bringing down this bottom tier 3. Loranov still just whacking Stomp and Where is RinCQ? Well, he's on the back line. NIGMA, they're going to try and find the supports first. They find Kauri on the Warlock, but a quick buyback comes out from Omar. Hex out onto Sweat, reflected off the Lotus, but it still might be enough. Maybe they do enough damage to take down the Sweat. Indeed, they do. He's gone. Nightfall down for 83 seconds. No buyback. In the meantime, Lorinov on the front lines, unable to assist his team on the back. WS getting hounded by the Lycan in the Ember. Finally, Lorinov comes in, though, but it might be too little too late. RinCQ has found Mira. As Lorinov, he's going to be left for dead here. To be dealt with last. Might take down the Shadow Shaman here. Does indeed do so. Sumail also dropping low. He needs to run away. RinCQ, he might also fall. Indeed, he does. Lorinov just 1v5ing the side of NIGMA Galaxy. Buyback coming out now from the Monkey King. Finally, it seems like this Razor will die. But that was round 1. And it's time for round 2. There is a ton of armor available here for Lorinov, as he is still surviving. Needs a couple of seconds more until the static link is back up. Has got it now. Kauri trying to keep him alive. Vladimir's offering is there, which means he's got some lifesteal to work with, but it's not enough. They've got the magic damage. Finally, NIGMA Galaxy off of the buyback of RinCQ with a fight. And on the Ember with the Remnants. Who do they find with the Fire Remnants first? That's the question. Kauri, he's okay for now, trying to run away on the Warlock. He will just commit the Golem on the summons itself. Nightfall pops the God Strength, looking to defend his supports. And no, Sumail, he's been caught on the backline by the Bushrack. He is dead, but he will buy back to come back into this one. Wukong's command out. Lorinov, he's got the static link. RinCQ not doing all that much damage. In fact, he's dying inside his own Wukong's command. They will also lose Noob in the meantime. Sumail, it's going to be a dieback for him. Nightfall cleans him up on the Sven. And RinCQ forced to run away here on the Monkey King. Not a Monkey King at all, just a monkey at this rate. 2 seconds. WS, good save by him as well, by the way, in that fight. As RinCQ, kick comes from the back line, deletes Kauri. There's a massive stick, but looks like AURORA going to do the same to the NIGMA Galaxy support. As they find the Jakiro. Kauri dead for 37. They say in Russia there's a place called Yakutsk where survival is hard because the temperature is cold. It's an incredibly tough life, a challenging one, where the cold will most certainly get you. A painful existence, second only to that of NIGMA fans, as NIGMA tap out, making it all the way to the grand finals. Unfortunately, this one's not safe to watch, boys. Not safe to watch at all. A clean trio here for AURORA.